everyone. We are on the countdown to Thanksgiving, and I thought I would share some helpful, healthy holiday tips to go into the holiday season. Let's start first with our knives. If you're going to be doing a lot of cutting for prep and things like that, it's really important that your knives are sharp. Sharp is safe. Dull is dangerous. So a lot of times the weekend before Thanksgiving, I will sharpen all of my knives. The other tip is prep, especially if you work during the week of Thanksgiving, maybe just taking some time in the evening to get a few things ready each day so you're not so overwhelmed the day of Thanksgiving. Things like prepping your salad, cutting and prepping and even partially seasoning your vegetables, anything like that. Marinating things, stuff like that can help with, so you're not overloaded the day of. Another thing is fasting and activity, especially during the holiday season. I like to promote intermittent fasting anyway, but if you know you're going to be eating a little bit more calories than usual on the holiday, it's always a good idea to fast. You just need to drink a lot of water on that day. Activity level, a lot of people do the turkey trots on Thanksgiving. It's always a good idea to get out and do some walking, especially cold weather, because it burns more calories. Switcheroos. This is where I want to talk a little bit about some different things you can do for what you're going to be serving. One of which is bottom of the jar things. I like to take the bottom of the jar like Dijon or even my jams and add some liquid to them and shake them, and that's what I'll be, marinating my turkey in. And some things like plant-based butter, using plant-based butter instead of regular butter. Whole wheat flour, whole grain flour, even gluten-free flour for your baking, if you're going to be doing baking and things of that nature, are going to be far better than white flour. Vegetables, hiding your vegetables in mashed potatoes, that's something I do. I use a lot of root vegetables in my mashed potatoes, things like parsnips and carrots and sweet potatoes and cauliflower, and by the time you mash them all together, nobody knows any different. H2O, it is really important, especially during the winter time when the humidity is so low, to keep that water intake high. Half your body weight in ounces a day is what's recommended, and if you know you're going to be eating a lot on the holiday, it's really important to drink a lot of water before you do that. It really helps keep, some control of how much you take in. And lastly, watch the sweet intake. I know a lot of people go overboard for the holidays with sweets. There's even some healthier options like fruit-based pies. You don't need a top and a bottom. Do an open-faced pie just to cut down. And being intentional about how much you're going to let yourself have that day is also very helpful. Set yourself a limit that day, and then it's going to be a little bit easier to manage the holiday. So I hope you guys found these tips helpful. If I can answer any questions or share some recipes, let me know, and I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving.